Hi again, everybody. It's Linda De Courcy here on the Empowering Health YouTube channel. We're talking about salt again today. We're also talking about salt in relation to our immune system, and obviously, with everything that's going on in the world around us at the moment, the importance of supporting our immune system is really important, and really importance. Anyway, so we do want to do everything we can to make sure we have a robust, a healthy immune system, because regardless of what particular virus or bacteria or is around, there's no way we're going to be able to live apart from them. They are here with us. They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. They're inside us. They're in the air. They're in the ground. So kind of trying to avoid them or run away from them or kind of kill them off is not necessarily the best solution. What we really should be focusing on is supporting our immune system, so that regardless of the pathogen, some bugs are healthy, and most of them are. Some of them are not so healthy. Some of them have mutated, and that can cause obviously problems for a lot of people. But for the vast majority of us who are relatively healthy, it's pretty easy to figure out how to support our immune system. And even if you are immunocompromised or you have other things going on, there's things that we can do to help keep ourselves healthy, the things that we don't eat. So our immune system is available, is here. We have an immune system. We need to use it. We need to support it. And salt is actually really vital in helping support our immune system. So I only really started looking into this a few months ago when this whole COVID thing started kind of coming on the scene, and doing some research into things like vitamin C and essential oils and those sort of things. But I was really surprised in a pleasant way to find out how essential salt was to our immune system. So we have in our immune system, you have two arms. You have your innate immune system and you have your adaptive immune system. So your innate immune system will kind of mount a defense against any pathogen that invades your body. Your adaptive immune system has to adapt. So like if you've had something like natural measles or something like that, if you've had that, you have lifelong immunity because your body has adapted to it's learned what the pathogen is. It's figured out how to get rid of it, and it's eliminated, so it's no longer a problem. So we have two, as I said, generally just two arms of our immune system, but it seems salt is actually vital for both of them. So salt will actually help support your innate immune system, so that just kind of mounts a general defense against anything that invades, while your adaptive immune system is looking at this particular virus or bacteria or whatever it is and saying, okay, how do we attack this? How do we take control of it and eliminate it from our system? So it's interesting. So having enough salt in our diet or not having enough salt in our diet actually inhibits the ability of our immune system to mount an appropriate defense. It actually promotes a bit of inflammation, because inflammation is good when you are fighting a virus or fighting a bacteria. Obviously it wants to be modulated, but a healthy amount of salt will keep it at a temperate level, at an appropriate level. And it also helps the body to create T cells for the adaptive immune system and macrophages, for example, for the innate immune system. So it helps the body to produce cells that will actually help us combat a pathogen and deal with a pathogen and then eliminate the pathogen. So making sure we get enough salt. And sometimes I think that's why, if you sweat a lot when you have a viral infection or even a cold or something, we need to also get that bit more salt into us as well. So don't be afraid of upping your salt intake. And it's interesting, a lot of the studies that have been done on kind of wounds. So if you get a cut on your skin, salt will actually be found in greater quantities in the area around where the cut is, because it's basically there because salt will actually kill off pathogens. I mean, it's traditionally been used in preserving food. So like meat is cured in salt, and ham is cured in salt, salamis and all those sort of things. They're actually cured in salt traditionally, because salt actually kills off the bad bacteria but doesn't kill off the good bacteria, which is really interesting. So salt will actually accumulate under your skin. When you have enough salt in your skin, it will help limit the chance of the pathogen getting in while your skin is exposed before a scab forms. And it's even the same with things like sepsis. Sepsis is such a big issue for so many people in hospital nowadays. But I think a lot of it is it's also the fact that they don't have enough salt in their body, so their body is not able to mount an appropriate response. It's kind of suppressed in its ability to actually take charge over the pathogen and that which is causing the sepsis, and kill it off. So again, as I said, I do love talking about salt. We want to love our salt, so we want to show our sodium fluoride some love, and we want to enjoy it and put it on our food. As I said, we don't want to be having 20 grams a day, so it's not an excuse to eat two 12-inch pizzas, because that probably has about 20 grams of salt in it. We want to be eating good food. We want to be eating good quality salt, but also understanding that, especially when we are kind of in the midst of what is, I suppose, a pandemic, that we want to make sure we're getting enough salt into our system. We want to make sure we're supporting our immune system and helping it in case we do come in contact with that. But regardless of whether you come in contact with COVID-19 or influenza or rhinoviruses or tuberculosis or anything, because as I said, there's no getting away from it. We want to make sure we have adequate salt supplies in our system to support our immune system when it goes to fight off the pathogen. So thanks for listening today. Hope you enjoyed it.